Lots of you guys have been super interested in this Wallstad tank that I'm doing, so here's an update video for you. Sorry for the echo in the intro here. I'm at work because I'm working like 7 days a week right now. Long story. Anyway, I'm gonna try and get content up as regular as possible for you guys, but those that follow the channel, please be patient. I'm trying to get work done and YouTube done, and you know the struggle. Anyway, I got some videos coming up, some exciting news as well in some of the upcoming videos, so stay tuned to the channel. But here's your little Wallstad update, just a little video I shot on my phone last night. All right, here you go. All right, our Wallstad here definitely needs some attention, that's for sure. Little maintenance. Now, we're not going to go crazy with it, but we've got a couple things we got to take care of here. First off, algae on the glass. Now, I'm not going to remove all of this because the cherry shrimp up here seem to be really enjoying the algae. And I'm trying to breed the red ones, so we're going to give them all the opportunity they can, and if we have some is that what you call it, baby shrimp? I don't know, baby shrimps. If we have little baby shrimplets, they're gonna want to graze in some stuff. While we're down here looking at this shrimp, let's appreciate this glossostigma that is filled in just beautifully here. I think this is my favorite carpeting plant. I've got some other videos coming up, and you're gonna see, or maybe some have already come out, you're gonna see that I don't do so great with carpeting plants. I really don't. But the glosso, just plant it, forget about it. Do a couple trims to keep it short, and then it finally trains itself. Like, I guess I can't grow up, so I'm gonna have to grow out. Now, finally here, and probably what we're gonna do in this clip, is the floating plants. They are going nuts, and I'm guessing that's just the amount of nutrients that are always in the water. I feed this tank pretty heavy because it's a guppy breeding tank. Let me see if I can find a little fry. There's a little fry guy right there. Of course, you can't see anything, and the camera doesn't want to focus because of all the algae, but there's about 7 fry in there, and they're doing good. There's one back there. Right there. You can see them through the algae. So they're breeding and having a good time there, but these floating plants are making it impossible for me to see if there's any new fry and stuff because the roots are just so long. They're literally about half the length of the tank here, and I just can't see any of our fantastic Wallstad plants in the back here. So we're going to pull some of these guys out of here. We're not going to get rid of them, don't worry. We're going to trade them out. These have super long roots due to high nutrients in the Wallstad here. But the 75-gallon over here seems to be nutrient balanced. I don't really have too many issues with this tank. Everything is alive and doing well, plant-wise, well, and fish-wise. Everybody's alive till they get eaten by this guy right here. But anyway, you can see the root structure on these is much shorter, and that's kind of what they started out with since I got them from this tank. This was the donor tank for those floating plants. So we're going to swap them out. I'm going to take all of them out of the Wallstad, and I'm going to put them in here, and I'm just going to pull a couple of juveniles out of here and put them back in the Wallstad. We'll continue growing. So I'm going to do a little maintenance on this. Just clean the glass, just the front. I'm going to leave the sides algae covered for the shrimp and stuff. See if we can get some shrimp in here. So I'm just going to clean the front so I can see. I'm going to pull some of these plants out. There's a little fry. Look at the little guy. Or girl, not sure. Look at you, cutie. Oh yeah, I know you want some food. He's looking right at me like, hey, feed me. Okay, enough babbling, guys. I'm gonna pull some of these plants out so we can see. I'm just in here doing a little manual snail removal, and if you're kind of a aqua freak like me, you've got to get in here if you have glossostigma. And you've got to get down there and touch that plant. It is the coolest texture for a carpet. It gives, it's soft, but still kind of firm. I don't know how to explain it. That glossostigma is really cool. Now I know for a Wallstad, you should probably leave all of your snails in there because they're going to be part of that Wallstad ecosystem, and they're going to help keep things looking a little better than the tank looks right now. You can see we've got some algae issues here, just a little bit, not too bad. You can kind of see the clump growing in the wood there, kind of taken over. It's attached to the moss. So a little bit of algae issue here. Our shrimp are not keeping up, but you know, cherry shrimp, they're not real huge like hair algae eaters anyway. But I am trying to let this tank do its thing because this is my Wallstat experiment, and I do want to really see what happens if you just fill it with water and let it go. I haven't done hardly any water changes. Did I do a little partial change just like in the beginning when I was cleaning? Yeah, you know, I did a little bit of water change, but it's I've been pretty busy and I have not done anything to this tank in about I don't know, 3 weeks, a month. Oh, we got a fat girl here that's about to pop. Yeah, you're about to make more little guppies. Trying to get the light on her. Yeah, she's thick. Come on. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at how wide she is. You look like a little whale. Yeah, they're all at the glass. I think I'm gonna feed them. Sorry. Anyway, I'm trying to let this tank go and do its thing. So I can really see how this works out. You know, I think maybe a filter Wallstad would be pretty cool. Might do something like that in the future. But as far as the update goes, snail-wise, I am breeding... Where are they? Well, down here, which you can't see because I don't have any light on, but I've got some blue snails in there. I've got some red snails in here. And as soon as they have little tiny snails and some of those eggs hatch with the have laid eggs, I'm going to put the colored ram's horns in here and I'll load it up, let nature do its thing, and they can kind of, you know, self-regulate their population in there. But some colored snails would be better than like these guys up here, just your general, I can't get it to focus. Where's a good snail? I don't know, just your general brown pest snail, right? This is the yellow Neocaridina shrimp breeding project, and it's going really well. A little off topic, but where's the little baby? There's a little baby. This is the second generation of babies here that have populated. It's doing good. Little shrimp iwagumi here, doing great. Carpet's finally filling in a little bit here, so, all right, off topic, sorry, Wallstad. What was I saying? Yeah, gonna let it do its thing, but I do need some snail cleanup crew because the ram's horns are really good at like crawling up the wood and just eating all the algae off and stuff. So we want to get some in there, but it's gonna have to wait till I get some colorful ram's horns bred. And I've been weeding out. I almost have all of them. I don't think you'll ever get all of them, but as I see a brown one, I just pick them out of there. So let's see if we can find some fry. There's a couple of fry over here. Now that our glass is clean, you can kind of see there's 3. Up here, there's 2 more. Pardon all the particles in the water there. I obviously stirred it up a little bit. But I'm not doing a water change. I'm letting it go. It'll settle itself out. There's another little fry back there that blends in with the particles in the water. I'm not doing real great at filming, am I, right now? Well, you can see lots of little fry swimming around. Let me see if I can count. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we still have 7. I don't think we have a new batch in here. So in other news with the update are, what is this? Ludwigia Super Red Mini, doing fantastic. I mean, look at that guy back there, doing great. Next to it is Rotala atra, doing fine as well. I've noticed that the growth has slowed down. I don't know what week we're on, probably week 9 or something. And these things were growing like weeds and just, you know, hitting the surface of the tank and just wrapping over and going crazy. It looks like they've kind of balanced themselves out. The Ludwigia grows a little bit faster. You won't be able to see anything on the side view, will you? Well, yeah, maybe I guess you can see through the algae a little bit. So if you saw the last video on this tank where I kind of threw it in the corner here, ever since I did that, it went up to the top and the growth has slowed down a little bit. The atra has slowed down. It's just kind of sat right there in that spot. Now the tips, you see it's still growing. So the tips are nice and pink and we have new growth. The moneywort next to it, it's slowed its growth down too. These things used to every week be breaching the surface of the water. They've slowed down a little bit. The Wallachii I, or Wallachai, or however you say that, this fuzzy guy here, he likes to collect algae, so I think it's having a problem growing regardless because it's getting this really fine hair and dust algae in it. The S. repens, not impressed with S. repens. I don't know. I've got a couple of good shoots that are doing what S. repens is supposed to do. On a side note, look at that glossostigma stretching all around the corner here. Yep. Man, I tell you, I think this is my favorite carpeting plant. I think I've said that 4 times, but anyway, the the S. repens. I don't know. Maybe it's just this tank. I think maybe if I had a highly filtered tank, it would do good. Look, there's a snail. See, I got to get that guy out of there. Little brown ram's horn. And I think finally, what is this? Pentatophyta in the corner here. It has gone to its submerged state, so it lost all of its big leaves, melted all the way away, and now it's in a submerged state, but it's just kind of slow growing. It's just hanging out there as well. And that's going to do it, man. That's your little Wallstat update. Kind of a single take, single camera. You know, just quick update video for you. Oh, here's my little floaters. We'll finish with that. So this is all I've got in here. What's this, 5 or 6? Just little tiny guys here. That's all we're going to leave in there. Now you see in the next update, these 6 are going to completely cover the top, just like we saw in the beginning of the video. All right, enough rambling. If you watch this entire update, then you really must be interested in and invested in this Wallstad tank. I know a couple of you really want to follow this. So there's your update, and I appreciate you guys watching it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, you know what button to hit. If you want to see more and follow the channel, you know what button to hit. All right, guys, I will catch you guys on the next video, and I promise I'll try and get it up soon. Thanks for watching.